And not to forget one of the most important aspects, the Sufi legends. The Sufis were always filled with love for animals. And the stories told by the great historians such as Abu Nu'aym al-Isfahani or Atta show that the Sufis lived peacefully with the animals. One of them, Sahl Tustari, in the late 8th century, had even a mbajtë siba, a house for lions, where he kept wild animals to feed them. To feed animals is very natural, and the animals themselves take advice from the Sufis. They even sacrifice themselves for the Sufis. There are famous stories about a cat or a dog saving his owner from death, such as the pious cat of Ashraf Jahangir in northern India, who had been blessed by the great Sufi master by stroking about him, discovered something in the boiling rice pot and jumped into the rice, and they had to throw it out, and they found that at the bottom of the pot there was a poisonous snake. And the master said, "This cat has given her life for our life, so let's bury her." And he buried her and built a little mausoleum for her. This kind of stories is very frequent. It's not only the cat, we have very similar stories also of pious dogs. And the cats and dogs, once they live in the company of pious people, acquire some of their good qualities. And the Sufis, of course, never did any evil to the animals. In one of the works of Atta, we read that a Sufi, a proud one, went along his way, and a dog came close to him, and the Sufi threw a stone at him. And the dog went to the Sufi's master and complained. The master called the man and he said, "Why did you do that?" "This animal molested me," he said. But the dog said, "You see, I saw him in a Sufi's garment, so I thought no harm will come from him. If he had worn a soldier's garment, I would have feared from him, but not from a Sufi." And as a punishment for this misbehavior of the Sufi, the master ordered that he should never wear a Sufi gown again.